Hello and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. Today we're talking about the main tenets of sustainability, which are economic, environmental and social. These three prongs roughly translate to profits, planet and people. Often the environmental angle is the most publicised, both for individuals like the plastic straw revolution that's been happening, and for companies, such as their packaging waste, transportation and production costs. Reducing packaging waste also comes with a financial benefit. However, plastic wrapping still remains often the cheapest available. The environmental aspects hugely influence the profits and people aspect, and quite often overshadow them. People's choices impact the way companies market and promote their product, and often it is difficult to navigate as a consumer. Just because it is labelled sustainable doesn't mean it actually is. The profit and stakeholder concerns usually come above sustainable options, such as the sometimes or mostly hidden upstream. An example is plastic being found in the pre-packaging before it hits the consumer sales on the shelf. A major question with the three main tenets of sustainability is that the strategic advantages of sustainability are publicly slanted for the environment, however privately slanted for business profits. While the environmental ideology of any company aiming at sustainability must be transparent, often labels and marketing play a bigger part. The interests of profit frequently conflict with the interests of people and planet. What would honestly happen if green costs, such as the down supply chain being twice as expensive? These costs would be passed on to the consumer, which is of course an issue for lower socioeconomic people. This also applies to fair trade, fair choices and fair wages. Do you only buy local or from fair trade choices from lower socioeconomic countries or counties or states? How many ethics are involved in local purchasing and third world economic fair trade? Do businesses that support local farmers deserve to be ignored for these fair trade options? While so many companies offer sustainable and ethical choices, we cannot ignore the business realities, which means accountability and innovation must become paramount over profits. We must end the correlation between environment and expensive and move towards ecological benefits and green taxes, or moving taxation away from income and putting them onto pollution and destructive resource extraction, and then creating ecocide laws. It takes severe social intervention and pressure to change legislation and vote change with money. You can buy the plastic bottles, therefore soft drink companies have no incentive to change. NGOs like Greenpeace and the World Wildlife Fund see the potential for consumers to lead change by their purchasing power. While public shaming campaigns against companies are run by Greenpeace, by far it is a more influential decision to choose where your cash goes. When it comes to sustainability, companies will only go so far, as they take the view that they'll not bother with sustainability or ethical concerns unless consumers demand action and change. This duality of supply chains being both economical, creating economic growth, and being environmentally sustainable, of being all things to all people, and of failing at all of them. The individual cannot do as much change as a company cannot do as much change as everyone. The solutions are not as simple as profits over people over consumerism. The choices of the group are always more powerful than the choices of the individual. The three main tenets of sustainability, economic, environment, and social, are deeply entwined and entrenched in a system that can always be overhauled and improved. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in the day, and I will see you all next video. Bye.